Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're tackling a massive, honestly beautiful topic, navigating the 15 completely diverse brand portfolios of legendary French wine producer Barton and Guestier. I am super excited to guide you through this because what we're really looking at here is an absolute masterclass in how to organize, categorize, and perfect something as wildly complex as French wine. So let's just dive right into it. We've all been there, right? Staring down a packed wine aisle, completely overwhelmed, wondering how to make the right choice. You've got regions, grapes, vintages, and just a dizzying array of labels. It can be incredibly intimidating, even for the seasoned enthusiasts among us. The secret to solving this isn't just grabbing a random bottle with a cool label. It's actually about finding a trusted partner who brings genuine authenticity and heritage to the table. You want a guiding hand that truly understands the deepest nuances of wine craftsmanship, someone who can guarantee quality every single time you pop that cork. And that brings us to a pretty mind-blowing number, 300. Barton Guestier is celebrating 3 centuries of existence, spanning all the way from 1725 to 2025. I mean, in the wine world, only a tiny handful of companies can boast 300 years of history. They've essentially acted as a rock-solid beacon of reliability through constantly shifting environments, consistently guiding consumers to wines that just absolutely deliver. That sheer long-term dedication actually just earned them the prestigious title of European Winery of the Year by Wine Enthusiasts' Wine Star Awards. It's basically undeniable proof that their economic model, their massive structure, and their relentless passion are more relevant today than they have ever been. Here is our roadmap for today. First, the overwhelming wine world. Second, a 300-year trusted legacy. Third, appellations and grand estates. Fourth, varietals and historical labels. Fifth, modern and sustainable bubbles. And finally, your passport to French wine. Section 1. The overwhelming wine world. Just think about the sheer geographic scale of what we're dealing with across the French terroir. Their appellation wines cover nearly every single major French wine region. We're talking the Rhône Valley, Bordeaux, Bourgogne, Beaujolais, the Rhône Valley, Languedoc, all the way down to Provence. They aren't just limited to one little plot of land. They are sourcing from the absolute finest terroirs across the entire country. Section 2. A 300-year trusted legacy. So how do you manage that kind of massive scale? Well, their winemakers don't just slap a label on a bottle and call it a day. They rigorously monitor every single step of this 6-part process, from the meticulous pruning of the vines to harvesting specific grapes with strictly limited yields. Then comes the highly regulated vinification, careful aging in oak barrels or stainless steel vats, the master blending, and finally bottling. It's this total obsessive oversight that ensures the magic of French wine consistently makes it into your glass. Section 3. Appellations and Grand Estates. Okay, let's dive into our first thematic group, which makes up 6 of the 15 portfolios. These are the bedrock of their traditional offering. First, the B&G appellations, which stick to super strict AOC regulations to give you the purest expressions of regions like Sancerre or Chablis. Then there's Château Magnol, their flagship Cru Bourgeois estate on Haut-Médoc, along with its really approachable sister lines M de Magnol and Les Charmes de Magnol. We've also got the Thomas Barton line, these rich, classic Bordeaux blends that are a profound homage to their founder, and finally the Château Selection, which is an ultra-curated lineup of Grand Cru estates. So in this bucket, limited yields and deep-rooted traditions absolutely reign supreme. To really get a feel for the quality in this specific category, imagine pouring a glass of Les Charmes de Magnol. This is a classic Haut-Médoc. It's a highly precise blend of 60% Cabernet Sauvignon and 40% Merlot, aged for exactly 6 months. It's totally fruit-driven, bursting with red and black berries, some cool minty notes, and a touch of licorice. Full-bodied, ripe tannins, long aftertaste. I mean, this is traditional French winemaking at its absolute finest. Section 4. Varietals and Historical Labels. Moving on, we have our next bucket of 5 portfolios. This group is really all about approachability, while still celebrating their deep origins. You have historical wines, like their iconic Vouvray, and the insanely popular B&G Reserve Varietals. Those are fruit-forward, single-grape wines that let you explore just a pure Chardonnay or Pinot Noir. Then there's the 1725 label, classic Bordeaux blends honoring the exact year they were founded. And rounding out the super accessible group are the fruit-driven house wines and the Bistro line, which features easy-drinking Syrahs and Sauvignon Blancs that are just perfect for relaxed, everyday enjoyment. So add those 5 to our previous 6, and we are up to 11 distinct portfolios so far. Section 5. Modern and Sustainable Bubbles. Now for the final 4, which perfectly rounds out our tour of all 15 portfolios. This group is incredibly innovative. It includes B&G Original Organic, focusing strictly on vegan, eco-friendly practices for modern drinkers. Then you have Cremant, for those traditional, celebratory regional bubbles like Cremant de Bordeaux. There's also a broader, sparkling portfolio featuring really accessible Blanc de Blancs, and Nectar Rose, which is a fun, slightly sweet sparkling rosé addressing entirely new, modern consumer preferences. It's just a brilliant pivot toward exactly what today's wine drinker is asking for. Think about the incredible range here. It's staggering. On one side of the spectrum, you have the heavy, traditional Haut Medoc we discussed earlier, Les Charmes de Magnol, with its oak-aged, full-bodied profile. And then completely on the other side, tucked into that modern sparkling portfolio, is their alcohol-removed sparkling. Less than 0.5% alcohol, made from 100% Muscat grapes, offering this intense aromatic nose with delicate floral and fruity notes. The ability to master both the deepest traditions and the newest innovations is just wild.
Section 6. Your passport to French wine.
So what is the single thread that ties all 15 of these highly diverse portfolios together? It's their overarching absolute commitment to sustainability. They know that if you want to keep making wine for another 300 years, you literally have to protect the terroir. This dedication has been formally recognized with the prestigious ECOVADIS silver label. That rating is a massive testament to their environmental stewardship, their ethical practices, and their very real efforts to reduce their carbon footprint for the next generation of wine growers. Even when they are aging wine in beautiful, time-honored oak barrels, the vision behind the scenes is entirely modern. They've explicitly stated that every single new product development prioritizes the sustainable green approach. So it's tradition in the barrel, for sure, but they are entirely future-focused when it comes to their environmental impact. From the strictest classic chateaux in Bordeaux to entirely new organic and alcohol-removed innovations, B&G has meticulously categorized the entire French wine world for us. They promise to remain your trusted passport to the finest French wines, delivering a legacy of unparalleled craftsmanship no matter which of their bottles you decide to open. Which leaves us with one final, delicious thought to ponder at the end of this explainer. Now that you fully understand how these 15 distinct portfolios are structured, bridging 300 years of deep history with cutting-edge modern innovation, when you next walk down that wine aisle, which of these portfolios are you going to reach for first? Will it be a classic, heavy Haut Medoc, or maybe a refreshing organic sparkling? The choice, perfectly organized for you, is entirely yours.